One morning, I was peacefully sleeping when I remembered. I live in Italy! I live in Milano and with the fast train, Venice is 2.5 hours away. I wanted to spoil myself, so I traveled first class, which is $60 and they serve you breakfast. Also, a buffet of snacks and beverages is always there for you. Oh, they consider this an Americano, so keep that in mind. In Italy, coffee is small. The train was at 7:30 in the morning, so by 10 I was already in Venice. Oh yes, it looks like a fish for real. You know, you are almost there when the railways are on the sea. From the station you are immediately thrown into a new world, an atmosphere you can't find anywhere else. My goal today was to have no goal. I just wanted to wander around, feel the city without checking the time. There is no better place than Venice to do so. It literally looked like a set for a movie. It's almost as if someone was about to yell cut and people could start to move the scene made of cardboard. Streets are so small that sometimes houses almost touch each other, like here in Calle, Stretta, Lipoli. Venice is a place where you'll find people staring at simple things, like small passages with people having breakfast on the other side. A gondola trip is very much touristic and Italian people think that only foreigners do that. But you know what? Touristic is not bad and I believe it's an amazing experience. So you just have to avoid to give a fuck about looking like a tourist and enjoy your ride. Like those ones, hello. While walking around, every time you see a clearly much more beautiful scene, probably it's the Canal Grande. It's the male canal and with the richest and oldest houses. If you want to reach Piazza San Marco or Ponte di Rialto by walk, you can't get lost. You'll find signs at every corner, so you can keep your phone away. After a couple of tiny streets and squares, you'll get to Canal Grande, just a few steps from Ponte di Rialto. To get here, you've crossed a lot of bridges, but when you get to see this one, you'll just know why it's so famous. The bridge hosts shops where you can buy local art and jewelry. A little walk from there, and guess where you get? Piazza San Marco, aka one of the most expensive places in Italy where you can sit and sip a coffee. But look at this scene, how much is it worth? Just around the Campanile, there's Piazzetta San Marco, where piazzetta means small piazza. This is one of my favorite spots, because it looks like it came out of the Neverending Story. It just doesn't feel real. On top of those two columns are the two symbols of Venice. Do you know which ones? Oh no, I'm hungry! I need to run to Zanze, where I booked a table for one. The experience here is fine dining with only local products. I wish I made more footage of the restaurant, but the place is so fancy, I felt to focus on my plates only. Everything is so flavorful and unexpected. It was a total trip. From starters to main dishes, everything is presented in such a creative way. At the end, you don't even realize that the lunch lasts more than 2 hours. Absolutely amazing. Now it's time for another thing you couldn't leave Venice without, which is a trip on boat at the Grand Canal. The ticket is $7.50 for one ride, so it's expensive, but totally worth it. I wanted to visit that church, which is Basilica di Santa Maria della Salute. I've never been there. It's just at the end of Grand Canal South, and it's famous also because it's iconic and it was painted in a lot of local art and famous paintings. It's the skyline of Venice. Outside there is another Neverending Story vibe with this architecture on water and with this single lamp on the border of the city. It's magical. The day ends with a walk on the very south part of the city. It's quiet and relaxing and much less crowded, so here you can find a moment of peace out of the messy Venice you'll get to know, like this one. Please consider, Venice is always like this. The day is over. I run to the station and back to the train. My hair looks super yellow. Okay, bye, good night.